I mean, it's like people can't get enough of this story. And so, eventually, Winona goes to court over all this. And it's a full-blown media circus. Like, the cameras are all over her. Even though the crime committed was just shoplifting. The media treats this like it's O.J. Simpson's murder trial all over again. But the media is not the only ones treating this like it's O.J. Simpson's murder trial. So is the prosecution. See, a few years before this, that same district attorney's office, the LA County District Attorney's Office, tried to convict O.J. Simpson, and they lost the case, even though O.J. was obviously guilty. So this time, they don't want another celebrity to get away with a crime, nor do they want to look bad again. So they come down on Winona hard. Instead of bumping the charges down to a misdemeanor and giving her like a simple fine, they charge her with 4 felonies. They also assemble a team of 8 prosecutors. 8! To ensure that they don't fail and that she's taken down. Now, while all this is going on, do you remember that doctor that overprescribed Winona those painkillers? Well, Winona's drug charges caused prosecutors to open an investigation into him. Because it turns out that he was overprescribing painkillers to a lot of rich people and making money off of it. And so, bam, he's busted, and he gets his medical license revoked. But this actually ends up helping Winona because it proves that she was legally prescribed this medication by a doctor. So the prosecution has no choice but to drop the drug charges against her. Regardless, they continue to go after her for the shoplifting charges. But pretty quickly, going so hard on Winona starts to backfire on the prosecution. Because by this point, the public is still paying attention, but the novelty of the whole situation has worn off. And people are like, really? All this over stealing some clothes? And this actually sparks a free Winona movement, where stores are selling free Winona t-shirts, and apparently people are buying them. Here's Winona herself actually photographed wearing one. And so people clearly feel that she doesn't deserve all the scrutiny she's been getting for this petty crime. Even Saks Fifth Avenue, the store that she stole from, said that they didn't want to make an example out of her and that they wanted out of the media spotlight. But whatever. So they go to trial over this. And when the trial ends, Winona's very expensive legal team is able to make sure that she avoids jail time and only gets probation, community service, some fines, and is ordered to attend psychological and drug counseling. So that's good for her. However, the damage has already been done. Because now she's not just a famous actor, she's also famous for shoplifting. And I mean, she was at her peak and suddenly, boom, she disappears from the spotlight, barely acting at all and only appearing in small roles. And the public nearly forgets about her. Until 15 years go by, and it's around 2016 at this point. And Netflix is casting for their new show, Stranger Things, set in the 80s. And they're like, who would be better for this part than the coolest woman from the 80s? And so Winona is cast in her first ever TV show that she's ever done ever. And she nails the role, and the show is a massive hit. And after that blows up, she gets to reprise her role in Beetlejuice, and that's also a hit. And so, at the end of it all, Winona makes a huge comeback, and she actually says that the shoplifting scandal turned out to be a good thing for her because the arrest actually forced her to get off painkillers and forced her into counseling, and that she was finally able to get the help that she needed, and that it quite possibly ended up saving her life.